Hi dear children, all are waiting for the class. Before that, tell me how is your experience on your video class? Is it good? Can you follow the things? Are you learning? Okay, so how are you all? All are fine at home? Okay, that's so nice to hear from you all. Anyway, we have to be here with the chapter Rocks, Minerals and Soil. So have you learned the portion of the previous class? Sure? Okay. Have you read the text? Okay, I believe that all my 5th standard children have read the text and thorough with the portions. Very good. So, again, anyway, I will tell you once again with all the portions what we have learned of this chapter, rocks, minerals and soil. Okay, so what all things we have learned? At first, we told that rocks forms the earth's crust, is it? So one who study about the rocks, what we call them? Yes, geologist. What it is? Geologist. Can you hear the birds chirping voice? Kindly excuse, sir. Inside the room there is no power, so I adjust the video here. Okay, children? So, okay, so what we told that now? Geologist. Okay, then we learn the different that rocks contains minerals. Okay, and also we have learned the types of rocks. What are the 3 types of rocks? Yes, sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks. So what are the types of sedimentary rocks? Do you remember the names? Conglomerate, yes, sandstone, shale, limestone, dolomite. Very good. Then do you remember about the igneous rocks? Yes, igneous rocks are formed by the solidification of molten rock materials. Do you remember that? Okay, so what are the types of igneous rocks? Granite, pumice, basalt, obsidian. Very correct. Then what is the third rock? Metamorphic rocks. Yes, very good. Metamorphic rocks are formed by the formation of this sedimentary and igneous rocks. Okay, that's it. And what are the different types of this metamorphic rocks? Do you remember? Yes, slate. Then, come on. Gneiss, marble, quartzite. Yes, exactly. These are the 4 types of metamorphic rocks. So today what we are going to learn? You have to know. We have to learn the uses of rocks and minerals. We have to definitely know this. Then what we are going to learn? About the coal and petroleum. Okay. So these 2 topics we learn for this today's portion. Okay children. So enjoy this today's class. Okay.
So, let's know about the uses of rocks and minerals. So, rocks such as marble, sandstone, and slate are used for making buildings. Then, marbles and sandstones used for making carvings and statues. You know that. Then, various kinds of sandstones are also used for making houses. And certain minerals like sulfates, phosphates, nitrates, and potassium salts are useful as plant nutrients. So they are added to the soil as manure and fertilizers for crops. Got it, children? Next, we have to know about the metals. Metals like gold, platinum, silver, copper, iron, nickel, zinc, and aluminium occur in rocks in the form of their metallic ores. Okay, so these metals very useful for making articles of use such as utensils, coins, wires, machines, and jewelry. Okay. So these are the uses. We are discussing about the uses of rocks and minerals. And do you know that children, certain precious stones such as diamonds, rubies and emeralds are also found as rocks. So they are used in making ornaments. All are familiar with, is it? Then we have to know about the coal and petroleum. What we have to know about it? Coal and petroleum. So, what do you understand by this? Do you have any idea? So in addition to all these minerals and metallic ores, the Earth's crust also contains large deposits of coal and petroleum. So both coal and petroleum are found underground and are useful as natural resources. Got it, children? So in addition to these minerals and metallic ores, what is there? The Earth's crust also contains large deposits of coal and petroleum found underground. Okay. So, what we call for them? So, we called as fossil fuels. Okay, what we call them? They are called fossil fuels. Why? Because they are formed from the remains of dead plants and animals that got buried under the earth millions of years ago. See, already we have discussed about the fossils. Do you remember in the sedimentary rocks we have discussed? So, why they are called as fossil fuels? Because they are formed from the remains of dead plants and animals that got buried under the earth millions of years ago. Okay, that is why we called it as the fossil fuels. Okay, so we are discussing about the coal and petroleum as I gave you just as introduction. Okay, now let's know about the coal. What is this coal? How it is? Okay, all these things we have to know about it. So coal is formed from plant matter. From where this coal is formed? From the plant matter. So dense forest and thick swamps covering the surface of the earth got buried under the soil millions of years ago. How it is formed? Dense forest and thick swamps. ചെറിയ വെള്ളക്കെട്ടൊക്കെ നിറഞ്ഞ ഒഴുക്കുള്ള സ്ഥലങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഇല്ലേ? That is what the swamps covering the surface of the earth got buried under the soil millions of years ago. So due to high temperature inside the earth and the pressure of the overlying layers, the lower layers changed into coal. Got it, children? So due to high temperature inside the earth and the pressure of the overlying layers, that means one layer on the top of the other. So the lower layers changed into coal. So very thick deposits of coal form this coal mines. What we call it as coal mines. Okay. Now let's know the uses of this coal. Coal is used as a fuel for cooking food, in blast furnaces for making steel, in railway engines to produce steam, and for many other purposes. That's about the coal. Children, you got an idea what is this coal? Okay, so you have to learn this uses also. Okay, now we'll move to the petroleum. So, petroleum, have you heard of it? Petroleum is derived from the Latin words petra. What is that meaning? Meaning rock, and oleum meaning oil. So petroleum. Okay. Now we can say that petroleum is a mineral oil found in rocks. So petroleum is a mineral oil found in rocks. So we get petroleum by digging special wells into the oil bearing rocks. So how do we get petroleum? We get petroleum by digging special wells into the oil bearing rocks. So how we get coal formed? By the action of heat and pressure on plant remains. Petroleum is formed from the dead remains of sea animals. Remember, children, coal is formed by the action of heat and pressure on plant remains. Petroleum is formed from the dead remains of sea animals. Got it? So these got buried under the soil millions of years ago, and the elements in their bodies got converted into petroleum. Got it? Okay. So how this petroleum is refined? Yes, petroleum is refined in refineries, and a number of substances are separated. So all these substances are useful in many ways. For example, we can say petrol and diesel are used as a fuel for car, buses, scooters and aeroplanes. Okay. So petrol is also used for dry cleaning our clothes. Have you heard of it? Yes, petrol is also used for dry cleaning our clothes. So it's very important to use fossil fuels wisely and judiciously, as they take millions of years to be formed and are thus said to be, there is a name for this, non-renewable sources of energy. What is that? Non-renewable sources of energy. So this petroleum, we have to consider it as a non-renewable resources of energy. Okay. Have you heard of renewable and non-renewable? That I'll tell you. And also here these may cause pollution on being burnt. Okay. Now, we can conserve our fossil fuels by using renewable sources of energy such as wind, water and solar energy. Yes, renewable. We are keep on getting it. So, these forms of energy are unlimited and non-polluting. Got it now, children? What is that renewable and non-renewable? Renewable means that these are unlimited and we are getting as on, and it's also non-polluting, but non-renewable it's limited, so we have to use wisely and judiciously, not to waste. Okay, got it, children? So that's about the petroleum. So remember one thing, coal is formed by the action of heat and pressure on plant remains. Then how the petroleum? Petroleum is formed from the dead remains of sea animals. Got it? So these are the difference between this coal and petroleum, and also we learned how these are formed. Okay? Hope it is clear. So tell me, coal is formed from which matter? Yes, plant matter. Then the dead remains of sea animals form? Yes, petroleum. Very good. So, got it. So, anyway, children, keep on going with the text of today's portion, uses of rocks and minerals, then about the coal and petroleum. Okay. So, I believe you have got all the things very clearly. We learned about at first with the rocks, now with the uses of rocks, and now we learned how this coal and petroleum formed. Is the portions clear to you? Very clear? Okay. So, that's all for today, children. Take care. Love you all.